today I'm going to be kicking off my Halloween makeup tutorials. Oh, my little bell. This is actually my first Halloween makeup tutorial ever on my channel. Like, what? This is my take on sort of the sexy cat Halloween costume. I really wanted to do this as my first Halloween tutorial ever because I just feel like it's something that everybody can use and that so many people are going to be able to use because, I mean, I can't even count on my fingers how many people I know that are going to be cats, you know? I'm really happy with how it turned out. I mean, the hot pink lip and then the little cheetah thing. I think it's a really special touch to add to any little kitty costume. So I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And give this video a thumbs up if you like it so far. So let's get into the video and I'll show you guys how I got this cat look. As always, I'm going to start off with the brows. So I'm using the Precisely My Brow Pencil from Benefit Cosmetics. And I'm just filling them in a little bit more natural than I usually would. Then I'm going to go ahead and clean that up with the Motives Cosmetics Concealer in the shade Amber. And I'm dragging that down onto the lid so that we can use it as an eyeshadow base as well. Next, I'm going to prime with the Skindinavia The Makeup Primer Spray. Real quick and easy. And once that's set down, I'm going to pop on one of my faves, the Urban Decay All Nighter Liquid Foundation. I want some full coverage for this look, so this is a perfect foundation to use. Now we're going to move back to the eyes, and I'm quickly just going to prime with my MAC Soft Ochre because I don't really feel like just the concealer is enough for me. So I'm going to apply this all over the base of the eye and blend it in with my fingertips. For the eyes, I'm going to be using the Meet Matte Trimini eyeshadow palette from the Balm. Such a pretty palette. The first one I'm going to take is Matte Lopez, and I'm going to put that into the crease with my Morphe M441 brush. Then I'm going to deepen up that crease with Matte Evans. Then I'm going to go back in and cut this bottom section of the crease with my MAC Soft Ochre. Once you're good with the cut crease, you're going to want to go in and set it down. I'm going to use Anastasia Blanc. Taking the Matte Reed shadow from the Balm palette, I'm just going to go over the outer edge of that cut crease. Obviously, we have to add a nice cat eye, so I'm going to use my the Sigma Standout Eyes gel liner in the shade Wicked, along with my Sigma Winged Liner E6 brush. And you definitely do want to take that liner right into the inner corner. I'm going to go ahead and apply a coat of mascara and then add on some falsies. For lashes, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay UrbanLash in the style Tricked Out. I wanted to use these because they do have a really nice winged out shape, so it's just going to emphasize that cat eye. Moving back to the face, I really want to add a heavy contour, so I'm going to use the MAC Match Master Concealer in the shade 8 and sculpt it up. Concealer time! I'm going to take my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer and highlight to the heavens because y'all know, gotta be snatched for Hallows Eve. Alrighty, I am going to bake just a little bit because I want to stick with that, you know, fierce kind of look. I just want to warm up the face a little bit more before we move back to the eyes. So I'm going to take MAC Give Me Sun and blend out that contour a little bit, set it down, warm up the face. This is called kind of an all-in-one sort of thing. Okay, back to the eyes. I'm actually going to add in a little bit of white using the Ofra Cosmetics Fix Line Eyeliner Gel in the shade White Rabbit. Then I'm going to go in with a black liner. This one's from Estee Lauder. It's Black Saffron from the Victoria Beckham collection. And I'm going to smoke out that waterline. I want to make this white a little bit more opaque, so I'm using the Makeup Forever Flash palette for this step. And then I just low-key decided to add a little bit more white underneath the wings as well. Now I'm just going to add some mascara. This is Too Faced Better Than Sex, by the way. For blush, I'm going to be using this one from the Balm Cosmetics. This is the Balm Beach Long-Wearing Blush. Just a nice subtle color, nothing too crazy. Okay. Now we can get to the fun part. So we're going to try adding on some more feline-like features now. And starting off, I kind of want to do something different for my brows. I want to make them fluffier. To do that, I'm going to take this brow powder duo from Peak Cosmetics and I'm going to start fluffing them out with an angled brush. Then using the Makeup Forever Flash palette again, I'm going to take the black shade and start drawing on our nose. I feel like I'm starting to look a bit like a mouse. And then for this upper lip area, I'm going to actually go in with this lipstick. This is NYX Midnight Muse. Not as black as I would like, so we're not going to use that. Then for that bottom lip, we're going to be using the Ofra Cosmetics Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Hollywood. Now we definitely still got to add on some whiskers, so I'm going to take the Sigma E5 with that Makeup Forever Flash Palette Black and add on some little freckles and whiskers everywhere so we can finish off the look. And you could totally leave it like this if you want, but I want to be just a little bit extra and add some like cute cheetah print kind of stuff, you feel? So I'm taking that gold from the Makeup Forever palette. And I'm just going to start kind of like foiling it onto this side of the cheek. And then wherever I made those cheetah stripes, I'm just going to go over them with the brown color. Final step is just to set it down. So I'm using the Skindinavia Makeup Finishing Spray. So that is it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and are able to use this look. If you do recreate it, I would love to see Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. You can find me on all those places. You can share it with me. I'll put all my links down below for you guys, and I will link all of the products that I use in case you do want to recreate this look exactly. I really do think it's a very special touch to the classic cat makeup look. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and I'll see you in my next video.